Welcome to Confidence with Kathleen, hosted by me, Kathleen Diggle.
Hey, welcome back. Today, because of the week that I had, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks that I had a lot of communication, even on the phone or in person. What I feel like a lot, it's about the rider. So what kind of rider are you? Did you ever take time to just sit and write down or really look how kind of rider you are? Are you one that likes to ride a lot? Are you one that, use more your hands? Are you one that you like to be quiet and you don't want to touch too much your horse? What do you prefer? Did you ever took the time to write it down? What I see, it's very often when people wants to buy a horse, they look at a horse, what he can achieve, if he wins things or not. They bring him to the vet, they go try it. But in the same time, sometimes they feel, oh my God, that's a nice horse and he wins a lot, or he's perfect, but does he fit with you? Or do you fit with him? There are some people that I call them more the horse lovers. They need to have a horse that they like to love on them, take care of them, be kind. There are some people that to be very precise, I'm not saying rough, but make things clear and be very consistent, it's more hard for them. So when you know what you can do or what you cannot do, so when you know it, really it's more easy, I think, after that to try to find a horse that fit with you. The other day I was in person and I was working with a girl that her horse, her mare, she's very bossy, but in the same time, to go well, she needs someone that it's more very direct, very consistent, cannot give her an inch, nothing like that. And in the same time, that's good. But that girl was like, oh my God, she's not that kind. She likes to love on her horse. She loves to, spoil them and things like that. But for that mare, that's not how it works, and it will be good for her. So, and there's nothing good, there's nothing bad, but it's that mare the right fit for that girl, for that rider, for her to really maybe be that kind of rider. It's a little bit more hard. And don't forget, you need to keep it fun for you and for your horse. And I have another example too. So I had another horse, it was more like that horse was with a trainer, and the trainer was really more, drill, and he's not really a horse lover, but it's good too, he has so many. But he was working the horse and then it's done, and wash them, take care of them, but not a horse lover. But that horse was doing good, but not great. He was good, but everyone knew that he can do better. And then a girl bought him and she loves on him. She's a horse lover. She loves of him. She's very a quiet rider. She doesn't touch him. She doesn't move too much in the saddle, even in a race. And that horse, that fits so good with her, because that horse needs someone that is quiet with him, but needs someone too that take care of him, love him, and more you love him, more he will give her more that he can. So you see, two different horses with two different people, So really, I'm feeling when you go to look for to buy a horse if you really know your limitation, if you really know what you can do or cannot. I'm not saying go pass the vet check. We all know that no one of us will pass the vet check. But really take time to write what is good for you, what is not. Where you are the best or where you need more help. So during the week, do you need to have a horse that needs to be trained a lot? Or you need a horse that you can just go for a ride, keep him just in good shape? So really write it down. Take time. And after that, when you will go to try a horse, you will be maybe more able to see what is your limitation and if you will be a good fit with that horse, and if you will be a good rider to make that horse happy, and if that horse will make you happy too. Knowing yourself can really help you to help the horse to work and to perform better. Another things too that I really think that can help a lot, it's when you know what kind of rider you are. If you buy a young horse and you want to send it to a trainer, so I really think that if you can see and really look at a trainer that is almost like like you, or he has the same style at you, if I can say it that way. I have some of my friends that they really told me like, oh my God, when I'm good riding after that trainer. After that one, oh, it's more hard for me. I need to adapt myself too much, or it's more hard because the horse is more confused. Or I talk with some horses too that they were at the trainer, and after that they are with the new owner and they are so confused because they are so much two different style, two different way of working, two different way of moving in the saddle, two different way of being with the horse. So if you have a young horse and you want to send it to the trainer, really look at that trainer. Take time to look at their runs with different horses. Take time to look at them when they are on the back of the arena, what they are doing. Are you ready to do that? Are you confident enough in yourself to be able to do what they are doing? Can it be really easy to go right with them after? You know, sometimes I'm feeling that can really help you and help more the horse. The succeed of the horse, I'm feeling, yes, a good team around us. It really like with the vet, the chiro, people that encourage you, but at the start, knowing yourself, knowing your limitation, knowing what you want to do, what you want to achieve with the horse can really help you. Another part too, like, yes, at home, but at a competition, what kind of rider are you? Are you one that is, when you are there, you get very nervous before you go in the arena? So if you are that person that are very nervous, more anxious, so you need a horse that can deal with the pressure, that is very more confident, that doesn't need you. Or are you that rider that is more aggressive? You want to go and you have trouble to control yourself because you want to go. So maybe you need a horse that can deal with that pressure, with your going, and you are more pushing rider, you know. So to go in the arena, because I know some rider that they are very aggressive, and there are some horse that they cannot handle that. But then those horses, now they are with someone that is so quiet, so soft, and they are so good. So who are you to when you go out, when you go to a show, to a barrel race, to a roping? What kind of rider are you? and what horse do you need to work with you, you know? So don't try, if you are someone that are very aggressive, and if you feel that a horse is very anxious, if you can work on yourself and be better for your horse, that's good. But if you know, I'm feeling sometime when you feel the natural, it's inside of you, the natural really come back very easy. So really think about it before going to buy a horse, or really to feel what kind of horse can really make you happy and make your work more fun, more easy too. So I know that my English, it's not always perfect, and I'm just saying that when I talk about limitation, I want to say more like your limit, but not just what you cannot do, but what you want to do with your horse. You know, if you need to be very consistent and riding your horse every day, because he's that kind of horse that if you don't ride him every day, it won't work. But in your life, you don't have time to do that. Don't go buy a horse that needs that. If your horse needs someone very more like discipline and be consistent all the time, never give an inch, doing everything perfect all the time, but you are not that kind, you are more the smooth guy person, the smooth rider that likes to go with the flow, don't go to buy a horse like that. I'm very feeling that before going to buy a horse or look for a horse, really try to take your time to know yourself, to write it down, and then it will be easier to look at different horses. One of my friend, you know, before she wants to buy a horse, each horse that she saw, like, oh, do you think that it's good for me or not? So she was sending me other horses that she wants to buy, or for me to talk with and to see how they were. And I really know her a lot, and I know what she likes and how she is as a rider, as a person. And sometimes she was sending me some horses that they were a lot, and I was like, okay, no, that horse is not for you, he is too much. And then one day she sent me a mare, and she was just, I think, 5 years old, and even she didn't want to have something very that young, but I really felt that that mare was a perfect fit with her. And each time, even now, you know, she still called me and she said, you know, I'm still so grateful for you, because that mare, she's really what I need, you know, just because, and because I knew her, and I was able to talk with that mare, but in the same time, you know, she knew what she wants. She was able to tell me, you know, Kathleen, I'm that part in my life, that's what I want, that's what I need, and I really try to help her to find that horse. But she knew what she wants, and she knew, because she had a couple of horses. I'm feeling sometimes young people, you know, try different things, and even sometimes there are some rider that they feel like, I can fix that horse. Yes, I'm not saying don't buy a project or don't try to fix a horse, but knowing what you can do to fix that horse where you are good can really help you too, because maybe that's really what that horse needs. And I stuck to enough horses that feeling that sometime with other rider, it's so good, and then they just change and it's not good, and then they are with another one and it's better. Even this morning I did one horse, you know, that horse was always with the same owner since he was a baby, and then that owner sell it, but sell it to someone that it didn't fit good. And that horse started to be more nervous, more stressed, more not sure about, and then start not to trust the human anymore. And then that woman that just sent me that horse that I talk with, she really tried to win his trust again, but it will be a process. And yes, he had different pain and there was different things that didn't help him, but it's more the relationship with the previous owner that didn't help him, and now she needs to be a kind. And even I told her a different thing, and she's like, yeah, I know, my husband told me that too, and she's like, I'm working on myself. But she can admit that right now maybe she was not the perfect fit for that horse, but if she wants to be the best rider, she needs to work a little bit on herself. And I know that it won't be long, because they are almost there, you know, and she knew it. And she really, like she said, I know I have to work on myself, and she's making the effort. And that will change the relationship with the horse and the success of that horse too, because I'm feeling he can come back to where he was before, and she's almost there with him. So knowing yourself and be able to work on what you need a little bit more work, and sometimes just need help, and ask for help that can help you. But don't try too much to change yourself. Be honest on what are your limits. Be honest on what is the things that you are good at, that what you can bring to to a horse, you know. And I'm very feeling that the time that you will find the perfect horses, the perfect fit for you, and you will enjoy your work, the competition, and your horse more. And most of it, I'm feeling, when I will talk with your horse will really enjoy you too, because you will be the perfect fit for him. I know it was still a short one, but keep that in mind. Try to know what kind of rider you are. Try to know you better. Talk to you really soon. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Please make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe on all my social media, and don't forget to leave me a review. If you want to learn more about me, visit my website, horseconfidence.com with a K, where you can also order my book.